On June 15, 2019, the Alcaldía Municipal de Chinchina received the Guinness World Record for the largest cup of coffee in the world. The drink contained over 22,700 liters, or over 6,000 gallons, of Arabic coffee. 50 people worked for more than a month to build the giant coffee cup that sat in the town square. The world's largest slice of pizza was created in Los Angeles, California, in 2018 by Big Mama's and Papa's Pizzeria. Known as the Giant Sicilian, this slice measures an impressive 4 feet and 6 inches long by 3 feet and 6 inches wide, with a total area of 10.8 square feet. The slice is made from dough, tomato sauce, and cheese, requiring a custom oven to bake it. It's not just a display piece, you can actually order it with various toppings, feeding up to 70 people. The largest gathering of people dressed as superheroes took place in 2017, with 2,762 participants in full costume in the Philippines. This event highlighted the global appeal of comic book heroes, celebrating creativity and fandom. Superhero culture continues to thrive, inspiring fans to unite and express their admiration through costumes and events. Carrots weren't always orange. Originally, carrots were purple, white, or yellow. Orange carrots were developed in the Netherlands in the 16th century, likely as a tribute to William of Orange. They became the standard variety we know today, but their colorful history makes them even more fascinating. In 1901, the Shelby Electric Company of Shelby, Ohio, donated a carbon filament incandescent light bulb to the Livermore-Pleasanton Fire Department in Livermore, California. The bulb was handmade at Shelby Electric toward the end of the 1890s. Except for an occasional power outage and fire station relocation in 1976, when the bulb was off for 22 minutes, the bulb has been burning continuously for over 120 years. The Livermore Centennial bulb has been featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not and the Guinness Book of World Records. The word set has the highest number of different meanings in English, with over 430 definitions listed in the Oxford English Dictionary. This complexity illustrates the richness of the English language and how context can completely change the meaning of a single word. The word is used in various fields, from mathematics to everyday conversation, demonstrating the versatility of language and the challenges of communication. The word nerd was first coined in Dr. Seuss's book, If I Ran the Zoo, in 1950. Initially used to describe an unsophisticated person, it has since evolved to denote someone passionate about intellectual pursuits or specific hobbies. This transformation in meaning reflects the changing perceptions of intelligence and social identity. Today, nerd is often embraced as a badge of honor, showcasing how language adapts to cultural shifts and societal attitudes. The number 42 is famously known as the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, according to Douglas Adams' science fiction series The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Despite being a fictional creation, this number has been embraced by popular culture and is often referenced in discussions about the meaning of life. Maintaining the pristine appearance of the White House involves a significant investment of time and money. Approximately every 4 to 6 years, it needs to be repainted, with the latest major repainting occurring in 2019. This extensive endeavor costs about $85,000, largely due to the use of a unique, high-quality paint from Germany produced by Duron. The particular color used, known as Whisper White, is chosen for its suitability in preserving historic structures, and it can cost as much as $150 for each gallon. Psycho was the first American film to show a flushing toilet on screen. Released in 1960, Alfred Hitchcock's horror masterpiece pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable in mainstream cinema. The controversial toilet scene, although brief, was part of a broader effort to make the movie feel more realistic and unsettling for audiences. The state of Montana has one area code. Montana's 406 Day is an unofficial celebration held annually on April 6th that pays tribute to the state's single area code. This day highlights Montana's unique identity, tight-knit communities, and vast landscapes. Residents and businesses use the occasion to showcase local pride, often sharing photos, stories, and Montana-themed content on social media with the hashtag 406day. The day emphasizes Montana's rural charm and individuality, as being one of the few states with a single area code reflecting its relatively small population and large geographical size. It's a fun way for Montanans to celebrate their shared heritage and connection to the last best place. E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600, released in 1982, is infamous for being one of the worst video games ever made. Rushed development and poor gameplay led to widespread dissatisfaction, and millions of unsold copies were buried in a landfill in New Mexico. The game's failure is often cited as a contributing factor to the video game crash of 1983. The human body glows in the dark. Humans emit a faint glow that is invisible to the naked eye, but can be detected with sensitive cameras. This bioluminescence is caused by biochemical reactions in our cells as they produce and metabolize energy. The light emitted is about 1,000 times weaker than what our eyes can detect. This discovery, made using ultra-sensitive imaging, reveals that we are constantly emitting light as a byproduct of our metabolism, though it's far too dim to be seen without special equipment. The smiley face was created in 10 minutes. In 1963, graphic artist Harvey Ball was hired to design a symbol for an insurance company's morale campaign. In just 10 minutes, he sketched the now famous yellow smiley face. Ball was paid $45 for his work, and the design went on to become an enduring pop culture symbol of happiness. The game Candyland was invented in 1948 by Eleanor Abbott while she was recovering from polio in a hospital. The simple game was designed to entertain and uplift children suffering from the same illness. It became an instant success and has since sold millions of copies, continuing to bring joy to children despite its humble beginnings. A Beatles song has a sound that only dogs can hear. The Beatles recorded a dog whistle and placed it near the end of their 1967 song, A Day in the Life. The high-frequency 15 kHz tone cannot be detected by the human ear. This was confirmed by Sir Paul McCartney in a 2013 interview. A greyhound could beat a cheetah in a long-distance race. While a cheetah is faster over short distances, a greyhound could win a long-distance race due to its superior stamina. Cheetahs can run 70 miles per hour for about 30 seconds, while a greyhound can maintain 35 miles per hour for up to 7 miles. You can get paid to eat potato chips. Some companies will pay you well to offer your opinion on various consumer products, such as new products, TV shows, and food and beverages we use regularly. That includes potato chips. To get started, do a Google search for market research studies. The lightsaber sound in Star Wars was created by sound designer Ben Burt. He blended the hum of an old television's picture tube with the swishing sound of a film projector motor. The result became one of the most recognizable sound effects in movie history, adding an iconic element to the battles in George Lucas's space saga. Sharks existed before trees. Sharks have been around for at least 400 million years, predating even the earliest known trees by about 50 million years. While trees as we know them today evolved around 350 million years ago during the late Devonian period, sharks were already dominating the oceans. This remarkable longevity makes sharks one of the most successful and ancient groups of vertebrates on Earth, having survived several mass extinctions. The Band-Aid was inspired by a clumsy housewife. In 1920, Earl Dixon, a Johnson & Johnson employee, designed the Band-Aid for his wife, who frequently cut herself while cooking. He created a small, easy-to-use adhesive strip with gauze that could be applied quickly. Johnson & Johnson later marketed it, and the Band-Aid became a household essential for minor cuts and scrapes.